again, and welcome to Ohio Valley Wrestling on WBKI 34 Cable 7. I'm Jim Cornette alongside Dean Hill, and you just heard last week's big news. The Undertaker, the first WWF star, confirmed for the last dance at the Gardens, June 27th. And tonight, Randy Orton gets his return match against Flash for the hardcore title. Trailer Park Trash faces Leviathan. The Disciples of Sin, the new tag team champions, and a big announcement about WWF SmackDown at Freedom Hall May 15th. But right now, the former tag team champions are set for action, Dean.
525 pounds, Brock Lesnar, Shelton Benjamin, the Minnesota Stretching Crew, and their opponents.
Well, later in tonight's program, we'll see how these two young men were robbed of their titles by the Disciples of Sin last week. But right now, the Stretching Crew set to face the forces of Bolin Services and their devious, conniving, cross-dressing manager, Kenny Bolin, as they enter the ring. Dean with the introduction.
Escorted to the ring by the CEO of Bolin Services, Kenny Bolin. He brings to the ring area 388 pounds, the head of security for Bolin Services, Mr. Black. His partner, 242 pounds, out of Monterey, California, your role model, Rico Constantino. Robert Briscoe, your referee, kicking it off on the WB.
What a way to start the program tonight with a main event in anybody's book. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for inviting us into your homes on WBKI 34 Cable 7. And what a tremendous program we have on tap for you tonight. And folks, of course, as you can see, Shelton Benjamin has recovered from the concussion last week at the hands of Smooth and Sly. He suffered that in a desperate attack by Smooth and Sly. But of course, Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin are very anxious to get their hands on the Disciples of Sin, and we'll see a full recap of last week's events later in the program tonight. Is now Shelton Benjamin starting off with the role model, Rico Constantino, and Benjamin firmly in control.
One fist after another from Constantino sets him up for the right across the ring. Shelton ducks under that big clothesline, comes off.
Whoa!
Chest to chest, down for the lateral press, 2 count from Robert Briscoe.
Did you see that cross body? And I'll tell you, with authority by Shelton Benjamin. And now Brock Lesnar, the year 2000 NCAA heavyweight champion, takes over. And Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin, both hot in the news in the World Wrestling Federation these days. Over the past couple of weeks, they've had a couple of matches for the WWF down in Tennessee and trying to schedule another one in their home state of Minnesota. And Brock and Shelton, two of the prospects for future stardom in the World Wrestling Federation, and the officials there very high on the Minnesota Stretching Crew. But of course, right now, Mr. Black in the ring, that 400-pound monster. Mr. Black has the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, gunning for him. And Rico has a burning mad Randy Orton on his trail. This Tuesday night at St. Therese, it'll be Orton and Henry teaming to face Rico and Black, and anything could happen in that one.
Brock Lesnar dropping that quick elbow after he gets the upper hand on Black, comes over, tags in Shelton Benjamin. These two young men, they work fantastic together. Come off, big double elbow. Black ducks under or trips under that.
Oh, wait a minute, look at this.
Oh, man.
They call it the golden opportunity after the Minnesota Golden Gophers, their alma mater, and Shelton Benjamin got a 2 count. But Rico Constantino was in there to kick him in the head and make that save. And now Bolin he's ticked off on the floor. Can you believe that last week Kenny Bolin dressed up like a woman to sneak in and screw Randy Orton in his match with Rico? We're going to see that, folks, if you want to, again later on in the program. But Kenny Bolin made Roseanne Barr look like Pamela Anderson.
He is not an attractive woman. We'll just
wait a minute.
Double side kick, super kick, if you will, right to the chin of Rico Constantino. Tags in Brock Lesnar.
And did you see Rico with his martial arts background trapped for that spinning heel kick? He almost caught a roundhouse, but Shelton Benjamin so lightning quick now. Wait a minute. They went for the double suplex. But Black came in, they kicked Black and dropped Rico right on Black, and now Bolin Services don't know whether to wind their ass or scratch their watch.
Man, that's shot in the tin ring right there.
Listen to this crowd, the full house here at the Davis Arena tonight. My God, we have just seen him come apart as Rico Constantino practically gelded Mr. Black. And you know something about that, Dean? Look at the power here. Dean raises horses. I think Black's as big as a cow, and so is Bolin.
There comes Shelton Benjamin. Oh, and he catches an uppercut from the role model. Rico Constantino using that move. Oh, side Russian leg sweep. Got the advantage right now, and Shelton comes over and gives Brock.
Oh, look at that, look at that. Rico just nailed Brock Lesnar. And now Rico going to the top, Brock trying to get in the ring, but Briscoe blocking him off. Rico going to the top, possibly for that swanton maneuver on Shelton Benjamin. And now Rico's on the top rope. Oh, Brock shook the rope. Brock shaking that rope. Oh, my God. I tell you, Bolin Services is not going to reproduce if the Stretching Crew can do anything about it. Now Shelton Benjamin, he's going to the top. miss. Hurricane Rana. Rico in the middle of the ring. Now Shelton with a cover. Oh, but Black just kicked him. Oh, he kicked him off.
Shelton Benjamin is full of fire, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the role model. They reverse it. Oh, Mr. Black from outside.
Oh.
He's getting reprimanded from Briscoe. I don't know how much of that he saw, but Briscoe felt that coming.
Oh, but look at now, Shelton Benjamin, he's down. Bowling Services caught him coming and going. And now this monster, the monster that walks like a man, Mr. Black, he just sat on his head. Oh, boy, I tell you, folks, later on tonight, as a matter of fact, right after this match, we're going to have footage of The Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania. Dead Man Inc. It's going to be a huge part of the Last Dance at the Gardens on June 27th. OVW and 100.5 The Fox are going to close the Gardens in style with major names from its 31-year wrestling history, and we're going to announce another former WWF champion that will appear that night in just a few minutes. But Dean, right now, Shelton Benjamin in a world of trouble.
Brock Lesnar comes in, makes the save there. Oh, Rico's calling in Mr. Black, but yeah, that's right. Robert Briscoe turned around and cut that off real quick. Briscoe is he's a senior referee, buddy. He miss a lot out here.
Oh, did you look at that slam with authority there? And now Rico and Black, they're adopting some kind of strategy, and they've agreed on it. And now Black going to the top. My God, 400 pounds off the top. Look at this guy. He moves like a lightweight, but he missed. Shelton Benjamin out of the way. Mr. Black is verklempt. And now Rico exhorting his partner to make the tag, and he does. Rico in there with Shelton Benjamin. And my God, Shelton's in no man's land.
Set him up with the Irish whip. Follows him in. Shelton jumps on. Look at this maneuver.
Look at the agility. Look at the athleticism. He got it. He got the tag. Brock Lesnar, the 300-pounder that's built out of granite, is in the ring. And Bowling Services is flying.
One huge fist after another. Sets him up for the right across the ring. Constantino. There's a role model for you on your back in the middle of the ring. Mr. Black catches Brock, however, coming out of the top of his head. Oh, look at this. Scoops him out. Black on his back. 400
pounds on his head. Look at Brock Lesnar. Rico swinging a miss. Brock, he's rolling Rico up. He's got him down, but there's Black. Wait a minute, it's Black. I threw him over the top. That's a disqualification. Ring the bell. Now Benjamin all over Black. Rico's got him. Brock Lesnar down on the floor. BS is feeding on Shelton Benjamin. And now they send their man off. They've sent their man off, but Shelton, look, he landed on his feet. Brock's in the ring. Double clothesline.
Man, what a specimen these two young men are. That's the reason the World Wrestling Federation's got a good eye on the Minnesota Stretching Crew.
And the winners, once again, the Minnesota Stretching Crew.